Hello everyone, this is Bowser. I'm going to start a new series for Volcanoids. Saw this game displayed from another streamer, Captain Sky. Saw a few episodes, found the game intriguing, so I thought I'd get it. So I did do one playthrough, just to get an idea. And I'm going to start off with a brand new game, and we're going to go from there. I'll try walking you through the beginning because it is one of the hardest parts of the game. But I think I'll enjoy this. This is a good new game. It's currently in alpha, in early access. So, early access, not alpha. My apologies.
Volcanoids used to be a wondrous place, a rich, prosperous island, home to a busy trading port. That was
Alright, so you start off here. Just to quickly explain this. There's multiple things that will happen fairly quickly at the beginning, and it's just because if you can see at the top there is a timer, so we are timed. So I just want to get that out of the way before I start going into things. So the game does kind of start off pretty quickly. There is no rush when you do start it, but you'll understand why once I start getting into the game. Why I did pause this at this moment, so then that way you're able to understand a little bit more. So on the top right, you'll see that it does give you kind of instructions of how to do the walkthrough, so I'll keep that on, and then that way you can just follow along with like what the objectives are and where we're supposed to be going and what our next goals are. Alright, so I'm just going to get right into it, and I'll try walking through. So at the very beginning, it wants you to talk to the captain. So we're going to go talk to the captain. And craft a drillship core. Good day, sailor. Before we can continue with our expedition, you'll have to construct a device, follow the given objectives, and you will soon be piloting your own drill ship. Get a ship core upgrade to player inventory. Alright, so we'll accept that. So what we need to do is, it doesn't really say anything but leave to gather resources. So what you're going to do is you're going to go up the ladder here, and we're going to head outside. So what we need to do is we need to gather resources. And so what we'll do is we'll pull out our pick, and it actually does locate it. Once you've already started, we don't need scrap metal to start, but once you've already started the mining process and you've started the game off, it won't show you resources that far away necessarily all the time. So what we're going to do is we're just going to mine a little bit of copper. I believe there should be another node up here. So we're just going to mine a little bit of copper to start. You don't need, you ultimately need a lot of copper. It's one of the main ingredients that you'll end up using throughout the game, so you can never have too much. But at the beginning here, you're limited on how much you can carry throughout the game. And so what we want to do is we want to just make sure that we don't over encumber ourselves to start the game off. So we want to just kind of take it easy at first, because we're going to end up making some ingredients to actually carry to our new ship. So we're just going to head right back down. Don't need this here anymore. You do have your stamina bar at the bottom. It does regen pretty quickly. Currently there's no way to do anything with it. So now what we need to do is we need to craft and refine and put these things in. So this here is going to be our storage module. So you can access it straightforward, but you're going to end up wanting to turn it on to be able to have it access all of the other inventories. We're going to want to put all of those resources in there. The next thing we're going to want to do is turn on the production. So we're able to create. After that, we have up here where this is our coal generator to create electricity, and this is our refinery module. So the next thing we have to do after turning all of those on is come to the refinery and create copper ingots. I just create everything I make at the beginning because you're going to end up using it all very quickly. You can see here it's going to slowly start moving the copper into the copper ingots. And then we're going to come to here. So we're going to need a drill ship core. It's part of one of the modules we're going to need, so we're going to make one of those. All it requires is 2 copper ingots. And then it's going to ask us to produce a few other things, which up here, it doesn't tell you what you're producing, it just wants you to make these items. So we're just going to follow it for exactly what it is, just for the tutorial's sake at the beginning. We're going to just make 3 bolts, 3 tubes, and 6 of the copper plates. I already know what they're being used for. They're going to be used to make some of these. So we're going to need 3 of these, which these are breach replacements. So if your hull is broken, it allows you to repair it. For the modules, we're going to need the protection tier, which is what we just turned on, but we're going to be getting our own drill ships shortly, which is why they are asking us to actually make those. Alright, and the next thing that we're going to want to do is, if we have time, is we're going to want to make a coal power plant here. We're going to end up needing another one anyways, and then grab one more storage if possible. So copper plate, copper tube, and a chest. So for the chest we need plates and bolts. 1 plate, 1 bolt. So make one of these. And then we're going to make the module here, so we need plates and tubes. So plates and copper tubes. And then we can make the module for making a storage. So we're going to have some already on the new ship, but what this will do is this will help us start off pretty quickly. We don't need to make anything else in excess, and you'll understand why in a second. So we're going to access the menu, and I'm just going to take everything back out. But you can tell that, like I said, we don't have enough room. So we're actually going to have to come back. So I'll put some of the coal back. We'll keep some coal because we want to keep all the metal. And actually, I'll just get rid of that 1 metal. And we'll come back for the rest of this. Alright, so what we'll do is now... Oh, I forgot to produce a door module. Which is right here. But you know what? We have everything we need. So what I'm going to do is we'll just come back for everything. Actually, I don't know if it's going to... Yeah, the ship won't come up. So, actually, we're going to have to produce that. Which is copper plate and copper tube. Copper plate and copper tube. And then we're going to have to just make that. I didn't want to, because we don't necessarily need it right at the very moment. Let's just keep everything the way it is. Alright, so now that it spawns the ship. After we talk to the captain. I have not, if you can tell, I only played this walkthrough once. I just remember what happened. I do not remember what it takes or what the next steps are. So, now we walk to the drill ship. So, part of this game is there is other creatures in this game. This is a volcano. We are on an island, and those little robots are what are causing the volcanic eruptions. And what is great is they will draw other items. So what we need to do now is here, this is where our core is, so we need to insert our core. Once we do that, it will allow us to repair the hull. And you can see that we don't have all the pieces that we needed, but they are right inside this chest along with just a normal repair kit, which help us repair this. And you just hold the left trigger to repair, and that is as easy as that. It is a slow process, Then there's a few more panels up here that need to be fixed. So you can see how everything just automatically, I'm just going through the mouse wheel here, how it all spawns. I like to keep things the same. So this is a refinery station. So we're going to want the refinery module, which is this one. Then over here, we're going to want the production module, just because our production is right here. So let's just keep everything near each other. For the extra coal, I like to just put it next to this one up here. That way it's all in one area. And then over here is where I put my temporary second inventory. And then I always put my door in the back right here. I do this because it's the least likely spot that those robots will come around the front of your ship to get in. So it's a good way to just stay protected at first. Now we're going to go into our inventory and add all of these things so we are able to start making, that's just for storage, so we are able to start making items in here. So we're going to contact this ship captain, see what our next thing is. Let's see, produce and install upgrades. So it is asking us to make some more components. I'm going to assume this is just one of each since there's no number. Like I said, it has been a while since I have done this. So it now wants us to do what? Upgrades. So we're going to do a drill ship segment. So now I believe this one here adds an extra body onto our ship so it can grow. So as you can see, if I walk outside here, it's nice and short. It's just a short little ship. There's nothing special to it. It's just a cute little ship. This here adds that extra segment. But we have 43 seconds. I actually don't want to risk running. As you can see, the alarm's going off. So we're just going to go down to protect ourselves from the volcano. You can still run around your ship. You can still make things in the works table here. Not a lot. Just a minimal amount of items you can make. Like you can't make modules and things like that, which in my opinion are the more important pieces. But here we can check out our surroundings. So while you're underground, you can take the periscope and you're able to actually walk or look around, not walk around, look around to see. And you can see that the volcano erupts. You will not die on that first wave, but you will die on this wave. So the second this hits you, you're dead. Yeah, so you'd be dead right now if you were out here. So that is why we must go underground. It will destroy your ship if you are not underground. Once the timer goes up on the top, you can just go straight back up. So in my opinion, I think they should have made the game more intuitive, which like I said, it is in early access.